I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
Ah, perfect. All right.
Okay.
Wait, finish that.
One nation under God, or one nation indivisible.
No, I think you got it. One nation under God.
Indivisible. With liberty and justice for all.
Do you feel like you're in elementary school now?
Yes. Did you know that the old flag salute used to be this? Like this?
Is that... turn your hand over?
That's why they changed it.
Is it?
Yes, because it was like this. And because of Hitler, they changed it to this.
So it was underhand flat.
Heil. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Little factoid for you.
Digging in the crates for something good. Hidden gems often misunderstood. 'Cause you know there's no such thing as too much. Miscellaneous important stuff.
Welcome back to the show. This week, my friend Marnie is back, and we had a conversation about online dating. We are both on those apps. We're both currently dating, and sometimes it's a struggle, sometimes it's fun, but it's definitely interesting. And for anybody else out there who is currently going through that dating process and is out there with the apps, hopefully this will help you or bring you some comfort or just make you angry. I don't know, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it too. Here it is. I got 3 words for you, and I just want to get your reaction.
Oh, okay.
3 words.
Okay.
Tinder. Bumble. Okay, Cupid.
Garbage.
Why?
Trash fire.
Is it?
Well, I think it can be. I think that you reach a certain point with it where you become pretty jaded about it. Which I guess is where I'm at with it. I've had so many experiences, not necessarily like bad experiences. I have had some bad experiences, but a lot of just experiences that left me feeling underwhelmed. Like, just kind of like, this is it. Like, this is what, okay. And I'm sure that I've left people feeling very underwhelmed, but like, I think that's part of the online dating risk you take.
Well, when did you start feeling that way? Recently? 15 years ago?
See, when did online dating apps start?
Well, I remember getting on Craigslist back in like, I don't know, early 2000s.
Long time ago. Yeah.
When it was still so weird and I wasn't going to put my picture up there, but I remember writing a profile.
And people would meet people without seeing a picture.
That's insane. I wouldn't do it.
I would not do that now.
Oh, no.
No.
You can't do that.
You can't. You'll get murdered.
But it's so common now to meet people online that like everyone's got a picture.
Yeah, it is. I've met like podcast contacts online. Like that's how I met Bryce, was through Instagram, and we met up in person, and that's how I met Mallory, and so
the internet's a great place.
It's a great place sometimes. Yeah. But I feel like I don't know. Online dating is just, my first experience with it, I think, was probably Yahoo Dating.
I didn't know Yahoo had dating.
Oh, they had dating. And there was this guy, we dated for a little bit when I was
What's his first and last name?
I can't remember.
Oh, really?
I honestly can't remember.
Wow, he left quite an impression.
Well, he did, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so we dated for a little while. We went on a few dates, never anything serious, never said we were boyfriend and girlfriend or anything like that or whatever. And my dad died and I lost contact with him. And then I got back in contact with him somehow, maybe 6 months later, and I had dropped out of college. Like, life was not good at that point in time. And I told him what had happened, and he was like, wow, that really messed you up, didn't it? And I was like, damn, that's really harsh. Like,
why would you say that to somebody?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know.
You're not over that yet? Jeez.
I'm still holding on to that.
Why would you still hold on to that?
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, online dating
It's rough.
it's real rough. It's horrible.
Yeah, but it's necessary. I don't know.
Do you know anyone that's in a happy relationship right now that met someone from Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid?
I'm sure I do. I just can't remember who those couples are.
I know one person.
Okay, that's
One person.
not terrible.
That's enough. Like
Yeah.
it worked for one person that I know. And she used Bumble, which she swore was better than the others, I guess, because the women make the first move or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also feel like a lot of, I don't know, it's hard. Like, it's just hard. I tried it for a little while and I felt like most of the guys just swipe right on everyone and then wait for people to send them a message and see if they like them or not.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I told you about or did you listen to the episode, the first one we did?
Yes.
I swiped as a woman, yes on everyone.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what the percentage is. I wish I would have figured that out, but it seemed like 50%. Like there was definitely some guys that were just like, yes.
Oh yeah. Which it kind of is like weird because I don't know. It just makes you feel weird when you know that. Like that
I'll take anything I can get.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, and that makes me just not want to be on the apps. Like
I know.
it's just, I don't know.
But those people were already out in the world before online dating. You just
That's
weren't
true.
meeting them because you weren't going to meet them in a grocery store.
That's true. They were probably, where do you think they hang out?
At home.
At home. Yeah.
And now they're like, I have the internet. I have this phone. I can hide behind the screen. I can say what I want.
I can never have to leave home.
Yeah, it's like YouTube commenters too. Like all the trolls on there.
That's
I
true.
mean, you say whatever you want, even though it's like, hey, I know who you are. I can see your profile. I can see who you are. But
Yeah.
people get real brave on the internet.
They do. They do. And I feel like also people, when you mess up on the internet, like people take it as a personal affront.
Yeah.
Like they take it to, like, it is now their personal mission to let you know that you messed up.
Yeah, like, look at this idiot. I better comment on their video and let them know that they're an idiot.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like Jason Aldean. He cheated on his wife years ago, and it was this big scandal in like the Nashville country music world. And there was an interview with him, and he said he could donate $1 million to a kid with cancer, and it didn't matter because someone would comment on it and say, you cheated on your wife.
Yeah, like, okay, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they will not, no one will forget. Like it's just, and they take it personally. Like he didn't cheat on you, he cheated on her. But
virtue signaling.
yes. Yeah, exactly.
God, I love me some virtue signaling.
Yeah,
It's all over the internet.
it is.
I try not to do that. I don't think I do that.
I don't think so.
I mean, I guess, no, that's very different. If you comment just so people know, hey, I'm good. See me? I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
I have morals.
Yeah, I think that's annoying.
What I hate the most is when somebody they go online, obviously a cry for help, like, I'm not doing well. But then everyone that comments goes, hey, I'm here for you if you need me. Just let me know. I'm like, well, why'd you put that in the comments?
Yeah.
Because you want to let everybody else know that you're good.
You just want to cover your ass in case that person like does something to themselves.
Yeah. You're like, I tried. I reached out.
Yeah.
Like,
I
well,
agree. Yeah.
Did you message them? Did you text
Yeah.
them? Call them? No. But you let everyone else know that you're a good person.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
You virtue signaler.
I haven't seen that recently. Man.
I see it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't like lose my mind when I see it. I'm
Yeah.
just like, why do people do that?
Right. I get it completely.
Back to dating.
Okay, back to dating.
Really we need to tie mental health in here some way, and I know how to do it.
Okay.
Not right in this moment, but I know we'll get to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard because there's so many options now too. A lot of the options are bad, but because
I got an ad on Instagram the other day for an app for people with dogs.
see, it's like everywhere you turn.
And your dog gets a profile too.
God, I can get on there.
I know. I was like, I might like to swipe on some little hounds. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're all going to get a swipe yes.
It'd be more fun.
It would be way more fun. Like to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend for your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the people also have profiles. And like, then that brings you to like, what if you really like their dog? Have you ever had that situation where like you really like someone's pet and
broken up with at least 2 dogs, and it was
horrible.
I still think about it.
Yeah, horrible. I don't know if I had a boyfriend whose roommate had a dog, and I still think about that dog.
Oh, yeah.
Like I still think about that dog, and I'm like, I wonder how he is.
Yeah, I think I did that the other day. Like, wonder how they are. Like 2 separate instances where I'm like, I hope they're doing okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I hope that dog's okay. Yeah.
I hope that dog's living its best life.
Yeah.
Still, without me. But
I get that completely.
But now I'm like, I think I'd rather just date somebody without a dog, and then we get a dog together.
Yeah.
Maybe that's better.
Yeah. Then you don't have to. Well.
Because I'm most likely going to get out of whatever relationship I'm in. So
yeah.
I'm tired of leaving those dogs.
Yeah. That way you just guarantee the dog goes with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So here's, I know someone who had this policy, like even when she was married, that like when her and her husband went to like Wizard World or like a concert or something, and they got like backstage passes and they got to take a picture with the performer, she would not let him be in the picture in case they ever got divorced.
Ooh.
And they did end up divorced. But I also kind of like, I get it. Cause I mean, like that's like a once in a lifetime event.
I know, but you can't live that way.
You can't. I know. And that's probably what's wrong with me.
I do it too.
Yeah.
Because it's like you just sort of dipping your toe in like, well, I like this person, but
like I think that I don't know, that probably like sums up what's wrong with me as a person who isn't in a relationship. Like I would totally do that. Like if I was meeting Norman Reedus or if I was meeting Eric Church or something, and I don't know. I mean, like if it was my husband, I would hope that I would feel secure enough in that relationship that I'd be like, okay, yeah, we should be in this picture together. But at the same time, like if it was someone I just started dating, definitely not.
Well, no, that's different.
Like, that's different. Yeah.
But what if they jump in like, hey, let's take a picture, all 3 of us?
I think that's the point at which the panic would set in.
Yeah, but you know what the move is?
What?
You say, yeah, let's do that. And then just get me and him.
Yeah. So like, or you make them like stand where they can be cropped out.
Yeah.
Like
that's also a good move.
Yeah.
They don't know it, but
yeah.
you're planning
to crop them. Yeah. No, I think do you get that sense of like panic when things get beyond just like really casual?
Yeah. I'm like, okay, now how am I going to get out of this?
Yeah. Yeah. I went into the last situation where I was dating someone knowing that I was already planning my exit. And I know that's horrible. I know that that's awful. And there was nothing wrong with the person. Like he was a nice guy, but I think I'm damaged.
Like, you probably are. I mean,
yeah.
We all are.
Yeah.
It's just figuring out how to do it the way you have to do it to make it work for you.
Yeah.
Because I think about that too. I mean, I always do that. I'm always looking for the way out, or I'm looking for, I don't want to say I'm just looking for the next person.
Commitment's scary.
Yeah. And I feel like I have high expectations, and I've been told several times that it's unrealistic, and maybe it is, but I also know that I can't do it the way my parents did it. Mm-hmm. Like I know that 100% for sure. Mm-hmm. So it's possible that what I'm looking for and what I think I need, it just won't happen. Mm-hmm. And I need to be more okay with that. Like,
yeah.
I can't force myself to be comfortable when I'm uncomfortable. You know, people want to say, well, it's fine. Like all relationships are work, or they're bad, or it's just the way it is. I'm like, well, fine, then I'll be alone. I can do that.
Yeah. I get that. I totally get that.
Not that I'm looking for that. I'm just saying,
yeah.
It wouldn't be the end of the world
to be alone.
Yeah. Because then you just surround yourself with other people that fulfill your needs, like friends and family.
Yeah.
And now you won't get everything, and maybe you'll be able to find a partner that makes you happier. But if you're happy by yourself, then you're not looking for somebody to fulfill you.
Yeah. And I think I think it's important to not look for the completion of yourself in another person.
Yeah. I
think you have to realize that you are not half, you are already a whole, and you're looking for someone else who is a whole that can complement you.
Yes.
And not like, because I've definitely been that person who's like looking for another person to like make me feel better about the things that are wrong with me, or like fix the things that are wrong with me, or fill the void that I feel inside myself or something like that. And it just always, that never ends well. Like, and it always ends.
Yeah, it can't end well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I oftentimes get accused of looking for somebody who's going to do that, looking for somebody who is everything for me, or I guess maybe completes me. But I was thinking about that the other day, and I don't think that's true, because I feel fulfilled on my own.
Yeah.
So why would I'm not looking for that? My therapist. Let's get to my therapist.
Yeah.
I wrapped mental health right in there.
Yes.
With 2 words. He said this recently, and I really liked it. He said that he thinks I'm just looking for a lot of contact points.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, I like the sound of that. I don't know what that means.
Right.
You know, I have like my top 4 that are maybe deal breakers. But then after that, I'm like, well, but I want like shared interests. I want things that we do together. And it does end up being a long list if I'm looking for something that I see as long lasting. And so he called those contact points. It's like a lot of contact points. I'm making for nobody could see. I'm
like spider doing push-ups kind of.
Yeah, I'm
gesture.
doing contact point fingers here.
Yeah.
And that made sense to me, because I think I've talked to other people who need less. They want just the big things, and then like the rest of it, they're like, oh, I don't know, it's fine. Like we don't get along here, or we don't have this interest here, and they're good with that. And I think I entertain myself, and I'm around other people who entertain me and fulfill me, and I don't. So if I was going to be with somebody, I'd want a lot of contact points.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think for me, it's really like, okay, so ideally I would love to just find someone that, like, we don't have to be opposites. We don't have to be exactly the same, but I want it to feel like crazy chemistry. Like, but not the kind where like that's all you have and then you don't have anything else like that can keep you together, but just like really falling in love with someone, that feeling. Cause I think that that's possible even when you've reached a point where you're like, ugh, dating apps. Like, I think it's still possible. I don't know. I think that that's one of the things that bothers me about dating apps is like the manufactured feeling of it. Like, it's kind of like you're purposefully searching for that feeling. And so it's almost like, it's kind of like watching water boil. Like, you're not going to see it. It's not, you have to look away for the water to boil kind of a thing.
Oh, it's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Or not looking at it.
Yeah.
If you're not looking at the water. Anyway.
So like I sent a message to my girl gang that I'm in a group chat with the other day. And I was like, I'm giving up on online dating. I was like, I'm done. And I told them about the experience I just had. And I was like, this is weird. Like, this really weirded me out. I'm done. And one of them said that because I'm getting more active in like a couple of different communities right now, they were like, you're probably going to meet someone that way. Like, you're probably going to meet someone in real life and find a connection and whatever. And I think that's really what I'm looking for, is a connection with someone.
Yeah.
And like also someone who's really supportive of my pursuits. And I would be supportive of their pursuits too, but I've been with people who are not supportive, and that's just really, it's not a good place to be in. So
yeah, I think I can relate to that. I think chemistry is a big deal. I know that it's not always going to feel that way, right? But I'm like a feeler. I think I trust.
What's your personality type? Of
like Myers-Briggs?
Yeah.
So I'm like an ENFP.
Okay.
But a soft E.
Soft E. Okay. What does the E stand for again?
Extrovert.
Okay.
I think it was like 54-46, and I don't even totally trust that. I think it depends on the day.
I can't remember what mine was.
Oh, then why'd you ask me if you weren't even like...
I think mine was like INTJ. Whatever it was, I matched up with Professor Snape.
Okay.
Like, which I don't know how...
What is his personality type?
It was introverted. It was either I think it was INTP.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know a whole lot about the personality types, but I
know some.
yeah.
I know the introvert, extrovert. The F is like some feeling
perceiving,
versus, yeah.
or feeling, or IN.
I think the P is more spontaneous versus like thought out.
Judgment versus perception, I think.
Sure.
Something like that. I don't know.
I guess I could look it up real quick, but
no, it's fine. I derailed us. Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Where was I going? Oh yeah. I want to trust my feelings.
Yeah. You want to feel something.
Yeah. And if I don't, I don't think that's the only thing, but if I don't feel that right away with somebody, some sort of chemistry, even though I know that wouldn't be every day, especially if you're with somebody for years or whatever.
But you should be excited about someone when you first meet them.
Yeah, because I have lots of things in my life that I'm excited about. So if there's like somebody I'm meeting that I'm not, then it doesn't mean that I don't think they're a good person. I've had lots of good experiences on dates, but I've,
it just hasn't been the right fit.
Yeah, where I'm like, hey, you're great. It's not one of those lies to make somebody go away. It's like, no, you're really great. I just don't, it's just, I don't know. I don't
feel anything.
Yeah, sometimes you can't give somebody a reason, and that's like also terrible.
That is
Because
terrible.
people want a reason. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I had a reason. I don't. Sorry.
Right.
Oh, well, it's a war zone out there.
Yeah. It's horrible. But I think your advice before we got on the mics about like keeping an open mind, like maybe I should get back on there.
Yeah, get on there.
Just kind of
swipe it up.
Yeah. I can't swipe too much because then it just gets depressing. Like,
oh, I know.
Because I think the more you swipe, it affects your standards. Like, I think it, like, because it's gamified.
She might be all right. I don't know.
But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do.
Because it's like you want that, like, scoring feeling of, like, the match. And so you're like, well, I haven't matched with, I haven't found anybody to match with yet, but this one looks okay. I bet they've swiped right on me. So I'm going to swipe right. Yeah. It's just, it's such a trash fire.
On Tinder, I paid a little bit more so I can swipe in different cities. Mm-hmm. I've been swiping in New York the last 24 hours.
How's that going?
I got a few matches, but I got to confess, I swiped yes on everybody. Mainly because I was like, I wonder if anybody in New York will like me.
So what are you going to do if like one of them writes to you?
I don't know.
Just be like, hey, I'm sorry I paid for Tinder so that I could swipe in New York City.
I've had that happen before where somebody's like, oh my God, I just noticed you're in Oklahoma City. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I live here.
Yeah.
You don't.
That's funny.
But then I'm like, I'm trying to stay open-minded. Like there's always a chance where you like, great conversation. And then you go, hey, what if we Skype? And then you go, hey, what if I fly to your state?
Yeah.
I'm running out of options here. So you really got to leave.
No, like there's something really romantic about like a long distance, like love affair. I think
it's true.
There's something really romantic about it and like making that work. And like, I know that in reality it's really hard and like there are all kinds of obstacles and like, it's not right for everybody. But like, I could see that working for you.
Well, yeah, because then you also don't have to panic as much. You leave and get to be alone with your thoughts for weeks at a time.
Right. And like, you don't have to give up your life. Yeah. Like as it is.
I mean, at some point, if you want to have kids, I guess, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. Oh God. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't even know if I'm meant to be in a relationship. Like,
I've thought about that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm like...
You're broken. It's okay. Just say it.
I don't know that it's that I'm broken so much as like, it's like you said, like I have so many things in my life that I'm so excited about. I would have to meet someone who felt as exciting as those things for me to want to carve out another piece of the pie for them. Like,
yeah. No, I think that's a great way to look at it. Other people have lives where it's very routine. Maybe they have a job and they come home and they just want somebody to come home to. And that sounds great unless you are interested in a million different things and don't have the time to make that happen.
Right.
So I think that's another reason why I'm looking for somebody with some of my very specific interests. 'Cause I'm like, well, if you fit nicely into that, then we can just ride off into the sunset together.
Yeah. I get that.
That's hard to find because you
sound like Liam Neeson right now. Like I have a very specific set of skills.
I have a very specific set of skills. I will find you.
Yeah.
And I will kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I'm single. So
Yeah. Just write to Jay
Yeah,
at.
let's get violent.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I do have something specific I'm looking for. I'm like a weird mix of, I don't know, different things.
So what is it? What is it?
So my top four things. Everyone listening to this, what is it? What's my average now? The 16
Make notes, ladies.
listening, which let's just go ahead and say 80% of those people I know
Yeah.
or are not women. So
if you are one of those people, like put some feelers out there
I've asked for that recently.
and listen up.
I think I had one person say, I don't know if I want to set you up with somebody. You might break their heart.
Oh my God.
Anyway, top four. I believe I've narrowed it down to open-minded,
Okay.
active,
Okay.
funny,
Okay.
and creative.
Okay.
But then there's the sub list, which is like, I say those top four, like, to me, that's
There's
the
a
starting point. And then
sub-list. Okay.
the four are the starting point. And then I'm like,
The
well,
four
then,
sound
but then
good.
there's-
For like hearing those four, I'm like, okay.
it's not
Okay.
unrealistic,
No,
right?
not at all. That's people I know. Like, that's real people.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. You're like, that's what I thought. I was wrong.
Yeah, apparently not.
I feel like I need to put more thought into what I'm looking for now.
The reason I did is because people always ask, well, what do you want? Like, what do you think you want? Like,
Yeah.
all right, well, let me figure out a list, I guess.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah. This is it. Do you know?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah. So the sub list.
Oh, I don't know. That just gets down to like my specific interests, like
Okay.
doing certain things and
Yeah.
with someone, music, movies, you know, all that shared memories. I think that's why I like somebody similar age.
Yeah.
So we have same memories
Like
from childhood.
you don't want to date somebody that's like, I don't remember 9/11 because I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, I'm like, well, technically you're old enough to date me, but
Yeah.
this is weird.
But you can't remember 9/11, so
Yeah.
this is not happening.
Oh, okay.
My mom used to say that when she always said that about like JFK getting shot. She was like, I wouldn't want to date someone that couldn't tell me where they were when JFK got shot. And I never understood it until I got older and like I had this guy approach me on Tinder. I didn't set my age range right, and he was like 18.
Oh,
And he messaged me, and then I looked at his profile and it said like, I like mature women. And I was like, okay, Sonny boy, number one, I am not mature. Like,
not in the way he's
yeah.
thinking.
I'm like, no, we're not. I'm not going to be your older woman. Like, this is not happening.
Yeah, I would feel weird about that too.
Do you ever have girls that are like super young match with you?
No, I don't keep my age range that low.
I messed up. Like, I didn't
come on,
know
get it
that I had
together.
to change it. Like, and I went in, I changed it after
it was
that.
like 18 to 99 or something like that.
Well, that's what they put on there to begin with. And you're like, what?
Yeah. I had got on Match and just to see what is on there. And I guess I had likes from older women and younger women. I'm like, well, that's weird. I didn't even know they could find me. I thought I had an age range set on that. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
That's one of the things I think about OkCupid. Like, I know that didn't they change it to where you can only message someone if they like you, or they can only see the message if they like you back or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was something that was really wrong with that app in the past, was like, people they don't care what your age range is. They're just like, I'm just going to message this person anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I'm 67 and she's 22, but I'm going to message her.
Yeah, but I would like to get a notification if somebody messaged me that I might like that I didn't see.
I agree. That does bother me, because I don't like it when you'll go through it and it'll be like, so-and-so messaged you, swipe right, or like, and you have to go in and like, you can't just get the message.
Yeah. I sent a message to somebody that hadn't liked me back on OkCupid, and it said, all right, well, thanks for that. We're going to hide her profile until she either like responds or likes you back. And I was like, great.
That's crazy.
She seemed nice. I don't know what she looks like anymore because it's been so long.
You're like, she's probably the one.
Yeah, could have been. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like just thinking, just all the online experiences that we've already talked about, just all the dating. I feel like it really does mess up our view of relationships and what to expect from them. And
Yeah. I definitely think that's true.
because you can always just expand your mile radius, and
Yeah.
you're like, there might be that one right outside that 100 miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just always looking for the next thing. I'm trying not to do that. I really believe that with therapy, if I found what I think was right for me, I'd figure out how to stay, I guess.
Yeah.
Or not. We'll see.
Then you laugh and like,
Yeah. I don't know.
oh my God.
I'm trying to have a good attitude about it.
I was thinking about that because I knew we were doing this tonight, and I was thinking about like, I self-sabotage a lot, like in all aspects of my life. And I think in relationships, I'm very like guilty of trying to get people to break up with me, like instead of having to do it myself, like, like kind of, and not even consciously, just kind of like subconsciously not meeting expectations, or like, I don't know. It's I feel like I'm just a basket case.
Well,
yeah.
At least you recognize it. You know?
I do. Like, I think that my ideal person is looking for someone that's like fun crazy. Like, because that's me. I'm fun crazy. I manage my mental illness very well.
Or they recognize that they're also crazy in some ways.
Yeah.
And they can appreciate someone else being aware of that in themselves.
Yeah. That's okay. That's probably, if I was going to put in my top 4, if the person has a mental illness, they have to manage it. Like, they have to be on top of, if they take meds, they have to be like religious about it. They have to, if they go to therapy, they have to go to therapy. Like, I'm not going to be like babysitting anybody that's like, I get that there are points in everyone's life who deals with mental illness that like they're trying to figure it out, but I don't want to date anybody that's like trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, because I am not in that stage anymore. I manage it. Like, I would like somebody who also manages it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fair at this age.
Yeah. I think that that's like a sub, like if you have a mental illness, that's like a little like indentation on the outline.
Yeah.
So let's see. Top 4. Gosh. Okay, so this is probably not like top 4, but I really like it when someone is good at expressing themselves through like a text message or an email, which sounds weird. Like, I know it doesn't sound like it would be important, but I communicate that way so much that like, I like it when I can tell someone's tone by how they're texting.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And some people are really good at that, and other people not so much. And usually like, and I usually match with people that are not so good at that. And I don't like it. It's an immediate turn off. Like, it's like if they send a message that's just like, okay, like
or
the letters,
K.
okay, or K. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like,
But would that be in your top 4?
no, it's probably not in top 4. Probably, maybe top 4 would be like, I think creative would be a good one.
Yeah.
I think that's a good category, because I think that's something that I'm so interested in that like it would be important for someone to also understand that, even if they didn't do the same things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about that before, that like if you do the same things, you can get competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get self-conscious about what they think of your work.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I had never thought about that. That's yeah, I could never date another writer. Like,
Yeah, I've had that before, and it's tough. We sort of did different things, but similar enough where I was like, I think she hates it.
yeah.
And I think I hate what she does.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Not hate, but you know what I mean? Like, you're always
like,
just like so critical because you're also in that world.
Yeah. Oh, I get that. Yeah. So creative, gosh, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to put some thought into this. Like, create a list.
Let me know.
Okay.
Oh, I have a question, because I got this when I brought up my list to somebody recently. Mm-hmm. They told me that. So I said I want somebody funny, and that's sort of vague. That can mean a lot of different things, really. But I was told that's more of a man's experience to want. Or so let me go back a little bit. I said that I feel like I make an effort to make somebody laugh, and I wanted that in somebody else. That I enjoyed being able to do that for somebody. I wanted somebody to want to do that for me.
Yeah.
And also, if they're funny, that's great. And
Yeah.
she said she thinks that's more of an experience of a man. Like, that's less common in women.
Like for women to be funny?
No. Well, I don't think that to want to be to make somebody
To want to make somebody laugh?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
Or maybe to make your partner laugh.
Laugh?
I could be saying this wrong. I don't want to say it wrong, but
I think I get what you're saying.
I could sort of understand what
like
you're
it's
saying.
less like women are not as expected to make their male partners laugh.
Or it's less common for them to want to.
To want to.
To be
Okay.
like, I want to make this guy laugh.
Okay. I think that's probably boils down to more of an individual thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I like to make people laugh. Like, I think it's
It's like getting real defensive. I don't know. I like it.
yeah, I mean, like I like to make people laugh, and I also like it if a guy has a dark sense of humor, because I have a dark sense of humor, and I think that's important for your senses of humor to match up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like if you think different things are funny, it's awful.
Start laughing.
Even though you're like feeling dead inside when they like show you something that they think is funny, and you're like, oh my God, I can never marry you. Yeah.
Oh, you're funny.
Yeah. And you're like, this is not funny. This is dumb.
Yeah. That's
I don't think
my
that
worst
that's a
nightmare.
I don't think that that's like a should be a generalized statement. I think that's probably more of an individual
But
thing.
maybe percentage wise, it is true.
Maybe. I'll ask my girlfriends.
Yeah. Ask every one of them.
Yeah.
I want to hear their thoughts.
Okay.
I want you to do a mini poll.
Do you like to make your partner laugh? Is that what I should ask?
I guess so.
Or do you feel like you need to, or like it's something that you feel compelled to do in a relationship?
Maybe that's a good way to put it. As a woman,
As a woman. Yeah. Okay. I'll ask them.
do you feel like making a man laugh has been a priority? Maybe using laughter as a flirting technique.
In the last 24 hours.
Sure.
Okay.
No, wait. Let's
Last
say when
week.
dating. When dating.
When
So if
dating,
you're already with
okay.
somebody, you go back to when you were meeting them.
Okay.
Because I think that's more what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I dropped my phone
Oh no.
with the timer. Okay.
Tragic.
It's alive.
Okay,
Phone's
good.
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 Phone's good.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I saying?
We're talking about women making men laugh.
Yeah. They don't do it.
They don't do it. Yeah.
They can't do it.
So if you're listening to this,
Listen here, women.
yeah, start making your men laugh.
Yeah. From what I heard, it's impossible.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. That's unfair
Yeah.
for me to say. But I was just curious.
No, I think that's, I don't know. I don't think that's true, but that's just individually, like for me, like I like to make people laugh. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not real good at it. So like,
Well, step up your game.
I guess so. I guess I need to like sign up for improv classes.
Write some
or something.
jokes.
Yeah, write some jokes.
Have some Tinder jokes ready.
Yeah. Oh God, that's the worst. Is like the opening.
I know.
Like that's like we talked about. Okay, I just going to that portion of online dating. I already went all the way from like I should get back on there to like no, this is hell. Like just from thinking about having to write that first message.
I know I procrastinate.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be great at it.
Yeah.
Not to like pat myself on the back.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I tried hard, and then I became one of those guys to be like, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah.
For a while.
I feel like it's you put out that effort so much and then you don't really get anything back. And so it's like, it's hard to keep wanting to be original and like
Yeah,
say clever things.
that's true. And that's why I'm saying just stay positive.
Just stay positive.
It's easier said than done. We just stay positive.
Yeah.
I've written messages recently with no response. And someone I've matched with. That's the weird thing when you match with somebody.
That's so annoying to me.
Although I'm also guilty of that, where you match with somebody and you go, I don't know. And they message you something like, "Hey," and you go, I'm not going to say anything to that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not as good as you thought, right?
I guess not.
Quit virtue
I knew you were going to say that.
You're a terrible person just like the rest of us.
Okay, yeah, I'm a terrible person just like the rest of you.
Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all just looking for love in the wrong places.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard out there, guys. Keep your chin up.
Oh, good encouraging words.
Yeah.
So how is, we have like 2 minutes left, but how do you feel like dating has affected your mental health in any big way recently or in the last 2 years?
That dating has affected my mental health or the other way around?
Well, I think I already know the answer to mental health affecting dating.
Okay. Dating affecting mental health. I don't think so.
Okay, that's good.
I don't think so. Has it for you?
Well, it's when I'm dating that's when I run into problems.
When I'm dating, I run into problems with my creative process.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it really, like, everything comes to a screeching halt, and I don't like that. That doesn't feel good. That's not fun.
Yeah, I feel like that's what complicates my life, and that's why it's difficult. That's why I feel like it's one of the big things I haven't figured out. Because when I'm not, I'm like, feel pretty good, pretty easygoing. And then it's when I like start meeting people on apps or getting set up or whatever, then my mind goes a million different places, and it's hard to stay on the right track.
I completely agree with that. I met someone that I was pretty excited about back in like February, and it just like completely threw me off. Like, I was a mess for like a week, for the week that it lasted.
It was the guy that you were like, I'm excited, I'm afraid he's going to disappear.
And he did. Yes, that's the guy. Yeah. And but I was, even though I was excited, I was miserable because I couldn't write. I couldn't get myself to do the things I wanted to do creatively. Like, so it's just awful.
Yeah. But if he were to have stuck around,
it probably would have been okay.
Would have been okay.
Yeah.
You would have got through that period.
I think that's true. That's
and also,
a good point.
It's what you wanted.
Yeah.
You wanted that chemistry.
It is what I wanted. Yeah.
So I think when that happens, you just have to say, all right, I'm not going to get a lot done for a while.
I think you're right. You just have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy that anxiety and fear.
Yeah. Enjoy that.
Enjoy it while it lasts, because it's going to go away.
That's true. It will. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Jay, you're so wise.
Listen, I know a lot of things.
How are you single?
I know so many.
How are you single?
I should not be giving anybody dating advice.
Me either, guys. Like, no, you should not take any advice from me about dating.
I do my best to give myself dating advice based on what I've talked about with my therapist.
And you see where we're both at right now.
Yeah.
So
single.
Yeah.
Very unsuccessful relationships because of me.
Yeah.
Almost all the time. So I don't know. That's just how I look at it now. I'm totally open to someone telling me I'm an idiot. So
that's okay.
People can write in if they want. Hit me up on Instagram, or I'm not giving my phone number out, but
yeah, it's there was a thing on Impractical Jokers where they gave out one of the guys' phone numbers.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah. They've done that a couple times, actually.
Was it for a punishment? One
of them was like, they gave it out on a banner that was being pulled behind an airplane, and the other one was they tweeted it. The guy accidentally tweeted his own phone number, and so he had to call and get it changed, and so they tweeted his new phone number twice.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Be terrible.
And he was getting all kinds of messages.
I was at Frontier City years ago, and on the Ferris wheel, there was a phone number like etched in the paint.
Did you call it?
I texted it.
What happened?
It was a girl, and she texted me back, and I was like, what if this is like
meant to be,
and we're gonna
ride off into the sunset?
Yeah, we're gonna tell this story at our wedding.
Yeah.
And I was probably early 20s at the time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and so I like talk more with her and find out she's like 14.
Oh my God.
And then I sort of like started to, you know, back off. And we didn't talk that long. We didn't talk about anything weird, but I just was like, okay, well, that's I'm not going to meet her. So
right. Like you're 14.
Yeah. And then she's like, is it weird for you that you're older? I have lots of older friends. And I just stopped responding.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
It got weird.
Yeah.
So we didn't get married.
Oh man. That's
or
sad.
She's 18 now. We're together.
Yeah.
Just had to wait.
See where maybe we need to go to Frontier City, find that gondola or whatever it's called, get that number and see how she's doing.
Hey, how are you? Remember me?
Yeah. You're legal now, right?
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah.
She's probably, she might be like mid-20s now.
Yeah. She might be the one.
No, she's not.
You know, she's not.
I remember even then texting her. I was like, well, this was interesting, but
you're like, well, that was fun.
yeah, I think I'm out.
I think I'm out.
Okay, so we're out of time.
Okay.
What do you want to plug?
Okay, so I've got this podcast that I do also. Yeah, it's called Erie Okie, which is EERIE Okie. And it's just like spooky Oklahoma stuff, some true crime. And Jay has been on there a bunch. And we have a lot of fun when we do those episodes.
Yes.
Follow me on Instagram at Erie Okie or listen to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. So,
are you able to share your recent news?
I haven't shared it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't.
We'll just wait.
Yeah, we'll just wait on that.
I'm not going to say what it is.
Yeah, you guys just have to wait.
Yeah, but it's a great podcast. It's blowing up all over the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are listening.
People are listening. They're taking note.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome. I always enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll do it again soon.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I always love having Marnie on the show. It's always fun talking to her, and I can't wait to have her back. I don't get to talk to a lot of people about online dating struggles, so this was good. Maybe therapeutic. Maybe this was a mental health episode. I don't know. Also, listen to Marnie's podcast. It really is a great one. If you're into like spooky, eerie, murdery type stuff, you should check it out. But anyway, if you like this episode, please let me know. If you hated this episode, please let me know. And if you have any ideas for future episodes, please let me know. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next week.